Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. I am Chris Chaos. You know that by now. This is the Raw 411, like it says up here. Wow, what a Raw. What a past 2 days, I think, for the WWE. Just absolutely fantastic. What I want to do now, because I've had so many ideas in my head, and I could do several videos explaining these things. I listed 10 things here that I took from, well, technically Payback and Raw tonight. Want to talk about them, give you my thoughts on them. In no particular order they are in. I'm just going to start with 10 and work my way up to 1. Daniel Bryan and The Shield. Period. Move on. That's all you need to say. The two hottest things in WWE right now are Daniel Bryan and The Shield. Let's move on. Antonio Cesaro with Zeb Coulter didn't really sit well with me at first, but I think back to the whole Sergeant Slaughter turning his back on the American people and doing the whole Iraqi sympathizer thing back in '91. Perfect. That got white heat. That got that white heat where people could not differentiate from show in real life. Now, I kind of hope this doesn't turn into that, but if it does, it's better for the business, and it's entertaining. I feel like they're trying to do something special with Damien Sandow, or they're going to, at least for the summer. Let's see how this plays out. The McMahons being on TV is gold. Always. I felt the tide last night reading the results, because I didn't get to watch the pay-per-view, but from reading the results and reading the reactions on Twitter and other forms of social media, YouTube, I felt like the tide was switching, and it did. Del Rio and Ziggler switched around, and now Ziggler's here, Del Rio's here. So it works out for the best. Remember WrestleMania 13 when Bret Hart and Stone Cold did that same thing? They just switched it right around, and it worked perfectly. And I think that's what's going to happen now. By the way, Ziggler better as a heel, but I think it's going to work really well as a face. Del Rio, always a better heel than he is a babyface. Christian is over. Glad Christian's back. Tested the shoulder in a minute when he jumped off the top rope onto the floor. Yeah, but he's over. The people love him. He's at that stage where it doesn't matter. Christian does no wrong. Curtis Axel becoming the Intercontinental Champ continues what I have felt like continues the trend of making the Intercontinental title special and make it mean something. Cody Rhodes started this 2 years ago when he brought back the classic Intercontinental title and really put a stamp of approval and said, here, this is the title that Randy Savage and Kurt Hennig and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and they made it mean something. And Axel, granted, this is still new, first father-son duo to ever hold the Intercontinental title. Kurt and Joe Hennig. Or Curtis Axel, for those of you not in the know. Mark Henry worked everybody. Except me. I saw this shit coming a mile away. AJ and Caitlyn have made the Divas division mean something. And the title mean something. And that's all. We want the people to make the title. That's the goal in wrestling, is to make the title mean something. The title doesn't make the person. The person makes the title, or people in this instance. And that's what they're doing. And they're making the title mean something. Congratulations. They are pulling it off. And they're finally getting the backing to be able to go out and do what has needed to be done for 4 years. Moving on. Punk, Lesnar, There's your your SummerSlam main event. Excuse me. It's booked. Enjoy. Enough said. Enough said. The rest of the summer looks to be really good. Maybe I'll do more of these. Maybe I'll start getting back on here after Raw every week and start saying, this is what's going on. This is why this is good. This is what's happening right now. Why you should love it. Instead of, you should have done better. I wish I could do more of those kinds of videos. I wish in the past 3 years since this channel has been up that I had been able to do those kinds of videos instead of, you know what really sucks about the show? Because I hate personally doing that because it downgrades and demeans the product. Which, by the way, in case anybody ever even questioned it, I am still a fan of. We're all fans. That's why we all do what we do as far as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tout, Vine, Tumblr, Google Plus, anything. We're fans first, and that's why we do what we do. And if you're not a fan and you're doing this, you need to stop right now. Now, soapbox off. That's all I got. Tell me what you thought of Monday Night Raw, June the 17th. As for me, deuces, as always, chaos is out.